Welcome to Ryugyong Hotel, North Korea's towering enigma. Imagine a building taller than the Eiffel Tower, more than twice the height of the Statue of Liberty, and with more floors than most skyscrapers in New York. Now, imagine it completely empty. No guests, no lights in the windows. The Ryugyong Hotel in Pyongyang is one of the tallest buildings in the world that's never had a single guest. Why was it built? Why was it abandoned? And why does it sometimes disappear from official photos as if it's cursed? Buckle up, we're taking you inside the world's strangest hotel, where the only thing thicker than the concrete walls is the mystery. Construction began nearly 40 years ago, but the building is still unfinished. To understand the Ryugyong, you must rewind to the late 1980s, a time when North Korea's leadership was consumed with ideological rivalry. South Korea was booming, opening up to the world and preparing to host the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul, a diplomatic and economic victory for the South. As part of North Korea's political response to the South's achievements, Pyongyang organized the 1989 World Festival of Youth and Students, a sort of socialist version of the Olympics. The country planned to build the massive hotel just in time for the event, stealing the world record away from the South. The original plans were breathtakingly ambitious. At 105 stories, it was to become the tallest hotel on Earth, eclipsing any luxury tower in Seoul or Tokyo. A luxury mega hotel would boast 3,000 rooms, 7 revolving restaurants at the top, casinos, ballrooms, and even business suites designed to cater to foreign investors and tourists, and views of the city from a glass-clad spire that would shimmer with progress and national pride. The hotel had to be built in a pyramid shape because North Korea had no access to affordable steel. Therefore, concrete was the only option. If you're building a skyscraper out of reinforced concrete, the only way for it to be stable is to design it in the shape of a pyramid. If you examine how buildings have been constructed in North Korea since the Korean War, you'll find that most of them are made of concrete. It's the material they know best. And when it comes to sharing construction knowledge among Soviet or communist countries, it mainly revolves around concrete. By 1992, 5 years after construction began, the building's outer concrete skeleton was completed. Its name, Ryugyong, is poetic, meaning capital of willows, a nod to one of Pyongyang's historical names. However, due to engineering problems and delays in materials, it wasn't finished in time for the festival. The government had already committed billions to the event, including the construction of the new Lunglado 1st of May Stadium, which remains the largest stadium in the world, the expansion of Pyongyang's airport, and the paving of new roads. That put a strain on the hermit state's frail economy, while the Soviet Union's collapse left it deprived of vital aid and investment. North Korea, heavily reliant on Soviet support, plunged into economic despair. Food shortages began, the infrastructure collapsed, the idea of luxury tourism, already implausible, became absurd. In 1992, the cranes left, the cement mixers fell silent, and the Ryugyong stood still, unfinished, unoccupied, and haunting. If it had opened as planned, the Ryugyong Hotel would have snatched the title of the world's tallest hotel from the Westin Stamford and even ranked as the 7th tallest building in the world. But instead, it earned a far stranger title, the world's tallest abandoned skyscraper. The Ryugyong Hotel is composed of 3 sleek triangular wings, each measuring 328 feet in length, that rise and converge at the top, resembling the tip of a futuristic pyramid. It's absolutely massive, spanning around 3.9 million square feet, which is about the size of 67 football fields. At its peak sits a striking 131-foot-tall cone with 8 floors, originally designed to hold not 1, but 7 revolving restaurants. The original vision for the hotel included a whopping 3,000 rooms, along with ample space for shops and other commercial attractions. There's an irony here. A country battling poverty was pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into a luxury hotel that its own citizens could never enter. It was so hauntingly incomplete that Guinness World Records labeled it the world's tallest unoccupied building. For nearly 2 decades, foreign media mocked it as a symbol of North Korea's failure. The worst building in the world became a popular headline. It earned yet another nickname, the Hotel of Doom. In a twist that seems plucked from science fiction, the North Korean government reportedly scrubbed the Ryugyong Hotel from official maps and photographs during the 1990s and early 2000s. Tourists visiting Pyongyang were instructed not to ask questions about the hotel. If they pointed at it, guides pretended it didn't exist. Then, the unexpected happened. In 2008, the Egyptian company Orascom Telecom, which had entered North Korea to build a 3G mobile network, agreed to renovate the Ryugyong's exterior as part of a broader deal. The project took on a new life, with glass cladding, steel frames, and even colored LED lights installed over a 3-year period, an upgrade that cost around $180 million. This transformation gave the structure a sleek, polished new look. But inside, it was a different story. Photos taken in 2012 showed that very little interior work had been done. These rare images were captured by Simon Cockerell, general manager of Koryo Group, a Beijing-based company specializing in tours to North Korea. He's one of the very few foreigners who've ever stepped foot inside the Ryugyong Hotel. The photographs showed no wiring, cabling, or pipes in the structure, which was bare and unfurnished. Multiple sources, including CNN, have confirmed over the years that the Ryugyong still lacks basic infrastructure: no electricity, no running water, and no completed interiors. The building in many ways is a ghost wearing a tuxedo. In 2012, some hoped this was the long-awaited prelude to a grand opening. The German luxury chain Kempinski Hotels made headlines by announcing it would manage the property. North Korea hinted at a grand opening to mark the 100th birthday of Kim Il-sung. International media buzzed. And again, nothing happened. By 2013, Kempinski quietly distanced itself from the project. Some rumors claim that parts of the building are structurally unsound. Others say that the elevators can't reach the top floors or that the interior is too outdated to be refurbished economically. But none of these claims are confirmed by official sources, and foreign engineers have never publicly assessed the building's safety. Activity resumed in late 2016, and a representative of Orascom visited North Korea. In 2017 and early 2018, signs of work were visible at the site, with access roads being constructed. In 2018, North Korea unveiled a massive LED display system on one side of the Ryugyong, covering an area of 100,000 square feet. The building now plays propaganda videos, revolutionary slogans, and dramatic light shows, a digital monolith designed to impress from afar. And so it remains, a hotel with no reservations, a palace with no guests. As of today, July 2025, the Ryugyong Hotel has never officially opened, despite 4 supposed opening dates: 1992, 2012, 2013, and 2018. None came to pass. Whether it will one day open or whether it will forever remain a ghost in glass armor, only time and official Pyongyang will tell. It would cost an estimated $2 billion to finally finish the Ryugyong Hotel, Reuters reported in 2008, citing South Korean media. That makes the cost of finishing the building around 5% of the country's entire GDP. Despite its vacancy, the Ryugyong is far from forgotten. It has become a fixture in pop culture and appeared in documentaries like World's Greatest Architecture Failures. While Ryugyong stands empty, several hotels in Pyongyang do operate and host the rare foreign visitor. The Yanggakdo International Hotel is currently the tallest functioning hotel in the country. It features 47 stories and includes restaurants, bowling alleys, and even a revolving rooftop dining establishment, fulfilling, in miniature, the vision Ryugyong once promised. And the Gyeoyo Hotel, while smaller, is widely considered the most luxurious. But in July 2024, fresh sparks flickered in the shadows of the Ryugyong. According to a report by Radio Free Asia, North Korean authorities are now actively seeking a foreign investor to fund the interior's completion in exchange for gambling rights. The vision? Turn the ghost tower into a glittering casino resort, modeled on the success of the Yanggakdo International Hotel, which features one of the country's few casinos, accessible only to foreigners. The proposal may sound bizarre. Why build a casino in a city close to the world? But consider this. North Korea has long flirted with capitalist tools behind tightly closed doors. Gambling for foreigners, private restaurants in Pyongyang, even international real estate pitches to overseas Koreans are all part of a quiet, paradoxical push for hard currency. So, will the Ryugyong Hotel ever open its doors? Or will it forever be the world's tallest coming soon sign? Perhaps one day, guests will finally check into rooms that have waited decades for company. Or maybe it will remain what it has always been, an architectural riddle wrapped in concrete and glass. Want more forgotten mega projects, abandoned cities, or buildings with secrets? Then grab some popcorn, hit that next video, and let's explore the weird, the wonderful, and the why did they build this together.